Hey, lovely people, it is Elise Tager, and today is Wednesday, and it's noon Pacific time, and that means it's time for Wisdom Wednesday, which is my favorite part of the week. So hopefully you look forward to these, and my intent is to provide you with resources in the way of either other people who can provide you with significant help. Stephanie, hi, thank you for joining. Provide you with help. So last week we had Tracy Lee joining us with a great overview on email. In the past, I've had a few other people, Nikki Roush, who was a sales goddess. And this is the kind of thing that I do on these Wednesdays. I provide you with other resources. The other thing these Wednesdays are for is coaching. And I'm here to provide coaching tips and anything that I feel is going to help you move from the solopreneur mentality to becoming that CEO of your business. So it might be that you are a solopreneur and a one-woman band, excuse me. It might be that you already have people working underneath you, but you really haven't stepped into that CEO role. So, and I hear this from a lot of other entrepreneurs that I work with. So these Wednesday Facebook Lives are for that purpose, to provide resources and coaching tips to help you move into that true CEO position. So today is a topic that I just love. So first of all, let me introduce myself if you don't know me. I'm Elise Tager. I'm a business coach to ambitious female entrepreneurs and the creator of the Solo to CEO program. And that is a 6-month program that helps women, as I said, move from being solopreneurs, one-woman bands stuck in their business with their hair on fire, to becoming true CEOs of their business, where they really advance and are ready to grow. I have a question for you guys, though. I'm doing this without my earbuds today. I'm using just my laptop mic. Can you guys, Stephanie, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me so I know that I'm not talking into the ozone? That would be helpful, so I know that I'm being heard, which would be great. So just give me a heads up, and I'll continue as if you can hear me. So we'll move on from there. So I want to remind you that I'm here every Wednesday at noon, rain or shine, without fail. I think consistency is critical to a healthy business, and I will be here every Wednesday unless I'm sick or under a bus or something. So I will be here every Wednesday at noon. Today's topic is money mindset. Get it right or it can kill your business. This is one that I feel really strongly about because I have seen so many entrepreneurs get stuck in money scarcity. And I'll talk at length in a minute about what that means. But this is one of those issues that if you don't get your arms around it, if you don't get beyond this, you're going to stay royally stuck with where you are in your business because you just don't have the breathing room to allow yourself to go forward. So I found that this is overwhelmingly the single most issue that prevents women entrepreneurs, more women than men, from going forward into realizing the true potential of their business. And it's not easy to recognize this in yourself, right? It's easy to point to a whole lot of other things that might be keeping you stuck, but money scarcity doesn't come up in your own mind is a reason why you can't do what you're going to do in your business. But this, I find, is a really critical lever. But if you are struggling to achieve your income goals, y'all, if you are afraid to charge premium prices, if you are embarrassed about your pricing at all, if you don't feel that you provide value to the people who actually want to hear from you, this is money scarcity. This is what's going to keep you at the low end of the spectrum, and we don't really want to have that happen. So if you think you don't have enough, if money doesn't work for you, or money doesn't work for you, you work for money and you're scared about it. If you see present expenditures as costs, not investments, these are all symptoms of money scarcity. And I'm going to pick those apart one by one so we can talk about how to get you over these. So I want to talk about 7 money blocks that I've identified in working with my clients that are the most frequent that come up. And think about these for yourself and whether or not these resonate with you. If you're watching the replay or if you come later, please feel free to comment below. And I can respond to your comments even after the video is filed. So don't be shy about asking questions. So the 7 money blocks I talk about, and again, play these over in your mind to see if they resonate with you, is I can't afford to. Fill in the blank, and I'll talk about that one in a minute. Penny pinching. I've never been good with money. That's a story that you're telling yourself, and it's allowing yourself an out so that you don't have to step up to being good with money. I hate budgets, right? I feel constrained. I feel like I can't be my true self. I can't stick to a budget. I hate budgets and budgeting. Another one is I'll never be a 6-figure earner or 7-figure or a millionaire or whatever it is. I'll never be fill in the blank. That's a real hint that you're in money scarcity there. My market just won't pay premium prices. This is, again, a mindset issue that has more to do with you than it does with the market. But if this is resonating for you, this is one of the ones you want to get over. Debt is unacceptable. So I'm going to pick apart 3 of these because I don't want to keep you here all day, but I'm going to delve into 3 of these. And if you want help with more of these, I'll give you some ideas later for how you can get more help with the rest of these 7 issues and more if you'd like to. Let me just check in with chat to see how we're doing. Okay. All right. So the 3 money mistakes that I want to focus on are the first one, which comes up most often, which is I can't afford to fill in the blank, right? I can't afford to, whatever is your I can't afford. If you dig deeper into this one, it's usually a lack of confidence. So you can't see yourself financially successful or earning 6 figures or being a millionaire. Underlying that I can't afford to is a lack of confidence. Because if you had the confidence, what you'd be saying to yourself was, how can I afford to, right? I want to take this, I want to go to this conference. I don't have the money in my hot hands right now. How can I get there? How can I do this? Because I know I have faith in myself that I am able to produce clients. I'm able to serve clients. I'm able to get more business. And I know that I will be able to produce the income that I need. Excuse me one second. So that's a lack of confidence underneath. I can't see myself as financially successful. Again, you don't have faith in yourself such that you can make the plans to be financially successful. Is the issue really that you don't have a steady stream of prospects and therefore you can't see yourself making that investment, going to that conference, hiring that new contractor to help you with your marketing strategy? If you can't see yourself doing these things, you will get stuck with not doing them. If this is you, if you are actually in a place where you don't have a steady stream of prospects, this is the stuff that will give you the confidence. Having a prospecting system that is consistent, that is bringing you a steady stream of prospects that you can then turn into new business that you can close. Having a good close ability, you are good at sales. That's another thing that can keep you from closing business, making the money that you want to make. You don't have a system in place. So those 3 things are equaling a lack of steady income for you, which is keeping you from having the confidence to get over your money scarcity. They're creating the money scarcity because you don't have the systems in place, the prospects in place to get you out of money scarcity. So I just want to invite you, if this is true for you, that's a deeper issue. And if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I'm going to give you some information about how to contact me and we can work on this together. So that's the first one, I can't afford to, as opposed to how can I afford to? That's how you would turn that around. Okay, the second money mindset mistake is one that you tell yourself, and it's, I've never been good with money. So this can translate into a number of different things. This is a story that you tell yourself, and the more you repeat it, the more you're going to believe it. So pay attention to your money, right? If you are a business owner, you want to know where you're spending money, what your monthly expenses are, can they be cut? Do you know where your money is going? I think so many entrepreneurs are afraid to look at their P&L, afraid to look at where they're spending money. They just don't want to know. They just don't want to know because it's just too deep, or it's too scary, or they know they're losing money, but they don't want to delve into the details. This is where the rubber hits the road. This is where you really want to start being conscious of where your money is coming from and going to. And the earlier that you get your arms around being integrally involved with the dollars and cents of your business, the quicker you're going to gain control and the more comfortable you're going to be. Hey, Mel, thanks for joining. I'm so glad to see you today. Again, the video will be filed. As soon as we're done, you can catch up and re-listen later because you missed a couple steps. So I'm glad you're here today. So pay attention to your money. Don't keep your head in the sand. If you keep telling yourself that you're not good with money, you'll believe that. And the sooner you can get out of that internal monologue, that mantra, the more comfortable you'll be exploring your own money situation and really getting your arms around it. You want to know where your money's going. And you want to know that you're spending money for your business intentionally, and you just want to know where it's going. So if not getting involved with your expenses or your bookkeeping is you, stop that right now, because it's only keeping you in that money scarcity mindset. There's this little kid feeling that if I don't look at it, right, it's not really there. So it is there, and you want to get comfortable with looking at your money. One of the things I talk about frequently in my coaching is a CEO day, where you spend an hour or 2 hours or half a day a week or a month where you take a look at your business. And this is where you would be spending the time to look at your bookkeeping, to look at your expenses and your revenue, and to make tweaks, make corrections, get your arms around it, be problem solving, as opposed to, again, if I don't see it, it's not there. So if you tell yourself, I've never been good with money, there are ways to solve that. And getting more involved with your money, even through gritted teeth, is going to help you get over that feeling of I'm not good with money. If this has been part of your past, if you have had, problems with money in the past, you've had credit card debt that was strangling you, if you've gone into bankruptcy before, if you've had real issues around money in the past, that's in the past. Release it, let it go. It doesn't mean that that's where you are right now. It shouldn't influence how you think about yourself right now. So bless it and release it, and get into where you are with your money right now at this point in your business. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, which might surprise you, is one of these scarcity mindset issues that come up, and I see, and this is a really hard one to identify in yourself, is too much penny pinching. So in the name of being careful with money, you are not spending any money. Again, through gritted teeth, it pains you to get a new subscription to a publication that might be helpful to you in your business, let alone hiring someone to help you, let alone opening up a new office. If you are, or signing up for a new software tool that might be a real game changer for your business. If you're penny pinching, and these are the kinds of things that you won't allow yourself to do, you're shooting yourself in the foot. If you are also someone who is always going to look for the cheapest, the freebie, the lowest cost, instead of providing you the value that you need for that solution, this is also going to shoot you in the foot. So sometimes spending money intelligently, strategically, is the best way out of your money mindset issues. So let me get back to that thought. Rather than pinching pennies, actually, let me stop right there. Mel and Stephanie, I just want to make sure that you are hearing me. Can someone say yes or no in the chat, and then, in the comments below, and then If you yourself have money issues that you can cop to, that you want to talk about, let's have a conversation about those. Of those 7 that I named, what are some of the money issues that you're having with your business right now? There's a delay. I can't see your comments right away. But if you want to comment, put them in the comments below and we can chat about them going forward. So rather than pinching pennies, learning to spend money strategically, and that's what I was about to talk about. One of the things that happened for me in my business is when I went from the concept of money equals costs to investing in my business. I think one of the stories I tell ad nauseum is when I went from being a solopreneur to wanting to grow my own business. I invested in a business coach who was ridiculously expensive, I thought at the time. At least it was more expensive than I had ever spent before on myself or on my business. And I was just having a really hard time with this. But the more I grappled with it, the more I realized I need to invest in myself, in my business, if we're going to grow, or I might as well fold, right? So the concept became investing, not spending. It's a different mindset shift. Spending means it's going out the door and you're never going to see the return. Investment, if done strategically, means I'll spend this money here, knowing that I'll get 5 times that on the other side of it. That's a good investment, right? So thinking about spending your own money only where it's an investment and provides value for you and your business rather than it's just a cost. So that's, again, a mindset shift that's really important to make. So you want to buy what you need when you need it. Invest in top quality products and services rather than settling for low ticket, half-baked plans. Again, there's always a cheap value. There's always a cheap option. One of the things I do suggest is that if you think you need a new tool of some kind, if there's a free version, certainly start there. Usually it's a stripped down version of whatever it is, either an email service provider or some platform that might help you build your business. There's usually a free version that doesn't have too many bells and whistles for you. Start with the free, certainly, and test it and see if you like it. Once you feel that you like it and it's going to provide value to your business, invest in a level up so that you are making a clear and conscious investment in the growth of your business. So just like quality in clothes or cars or furniture, quality services and software last longer and work better and provide more value to your business. And unlike that car, good quality business tools will pay for themselves. Back to that story of the business coach, when I held my nose and jumped into the deep end of the pool, flipped out my credit card, hired this business coach for what I felt was just a huge amount of money. I made that back in the first month. So I was able, working with her, to turn my I can't earn enough money into being able to earn enough money to start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it was an investment that paid off pretty quickly. So if you recognize yourself in any of those statements that I just went through, then you're letting your money mindset hold you back from achieving what you'd like to be achieving in your business, and from investing in the income that you deserve. Deborah, thank you for joining me today, and congratulations on your husband's success. It's so nice to hear that he won the election. So welcome today. And Deborah, as always, this video will be filed in the group. You can re-listen to it later when you have more time. So where was I? Notes. So if any of these resonate with you, I gave you 7 mindset issues that were going to keep you from achieving your best in your business. If any of those resonated with you, then I really want to help you one of 2 ways. So I've just launched a new course, just a 4-session course, a 4-module course on money mindset. It's called Money Mindset to Help You Soar. I wanted to let you take a look at it because it's going to go through in much more detail not only what the money mindset issues are, but lots of detail about how to resolve them for yourself. These money scarcity issues are very deep and very personal for each of us. And one of the best things about this course, if I do say so myself, is that there's an activity download and an exercise download. So you're going to have to do some deep thinking about what's so for you and then some exercises for how to get through that. It's a very powerful course. I'll put the link above, or it's already there, so you can take a look at the course. It's only $97. I really think that if this is an area where you're stuck, you want to consider investing some money to get yourself out of this. The other thing I want to offer is, if any of this is true for you, especially that area around having systems in place for prospecting, getting new clients, and closing the sale, which is really what creates the money scarcity issue, because that equals money being scarce. So if that's an issue for you, hop on a call with me, schedule a call with me, and let's see if we can schedule a time, do some work together to get yourself out of that trap, because this is learned behavior, learning how to create those systems for your business, to create a prospecting strategy for your business so that you're always in the position of being able to take on more clients. I'd love to help you with that if I can. So the last thing is, if you're stuck in this area where you feel that you're being choked by money scarcity, please don't get stuck there. I can help you resolve it. There are many ways to resolve this. Don't stay there. Get yourself out of it as quickly as you can. If I can help you with one-to-one coaching, great. If this course would help you, it's a minimal investment. Do some reading. I mean, there are all kinds of ways to get you out of this, but the longer that you have your heart in your throat, the longer you're going to stay stuck in your business and not move forward. So that's it for me today. Does anybody have questions or anything they want to tell me about their own money scarcity issues, or any questions that you might have? I'd love to spend just a second or two dealing with those. So again, Stephanie, thanks for joining. Mel, thanks for joining. Deborah, it's always delightful to see you. If you're listening to the replay, as I said, and you have comments, please drop them in the comments section. I'll circle back at the end of the day and be able to answer them for you. So don't be shy. So I don't see any questions here. That is it for Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you for joining me, and have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the group. Don't be shy in the group either. I'd love to have more conversation going on there. So again, have a great rest of your day, and thanks for joining me. Take care, everybody.